Hi, my name is Chuck Halbakken. I would like to talk to you today about a product called Akea Essentials. This is an organic product. The supplement's absolutely fantastic, and it has changed my life. Why? Well, about 3 years ago, I was unable to continue to strength train on any type of a regular basis. I could train for maybe a month, and then my joints would hurt so bad that I would have to stop. And it'd take me, realistically speaking, 4 to 6 weeks before I could start training again. Now, I've been taking Essentials for a little over 2 months, and I've been training for about the last month. My recovery time, there's probably not really a recovery time. I can train daily and have experience no joint pain whatsoever. I'm able to do some stuff I was never able to do before. I mean, for example, taking a skillet and rolling it up just wasn't going to be worth the pain. So, give you an idea of what type of a change it's done for me. A 10-inch Teflon skillet would have probably hurt me for 2 months if I would have done it before, and it doesn't really bother me now. So, that's not too bad, and kind of kinked a little bit, almost broke in fact. So, the thing about it is I would have done this, and it would have been months before I could have done anything else, but now, okay, so after the frying pan, what I'll do is I'll take a deck of cards, and normally when people tear cards, they usually tear them across. And I'll try something a little bit different for you today, which just shows you how good my recovery time is, and my strength levels are coming up pretty quick. And I'll tear it, I'll make an attempt to tear it lengthwise like this, which is a little more difficult. It's not as bad as I thought it was, but... So, there's a deck of cards. Look, I cut the ace in half even. Just like this, and again, something I would have not been able to do prior to taking Essentials. So, there's one more thing I'd like to show you and then we'll be done. Okay, last feat of the day. I'm going to bend a grade 5 bolt, 6 inch by quarter, takes about 300 pounds of pressure to bend. Old-time strongmen would bend usually 60 penny nails. This is about half again harder. Right around in there. So I've got to walk over here and wrap it up, so with these guys, so I don't poke it through my hand, but and again, I could do a bit of this individually. I never had been able to tear the cards lengthwise previously. Certainly hadn't been able to do the skillet, but even if I could have done all 3 in one setting without going through probably an injury or too much pain. So here we go on this, and so here's a grade 5 bolt. Did a 10-inch skillet, the deck of cards lengthwise, and a grade 5 bolt. Not too bad of a thing, and my elbows, wrist, fingers all feel fine, and this is what we did today. So that being said, I highly recommend that you take Akea Essentials. You don't have to be a strength training athlete, but if you are, it will certainly help your progress and definitely help in terms of your recovery. So, that being said, have a great day.